ask you something. When you walk into a store, do you feel like you have choices?
Yeah? There's like a million brands, Dad. Are you having a stroke?
Wrong, my little dough-brained offspring. You're picking from the same 6 companies. They just slap different labels on it to keep you distracted.
Oh, fantastic. Another they control everything rant. What's next? Birds aren't real.
Listen up, football-headed defect. It's all fake. Even your precious soda rivalry, Pepsi and Coke, same top investors, BlackRock and Vanguard, they don't compete. They own both. It's like pro wrestling, but with your wallet.
Okay, but the news. I can watch CNN, Fox, NBC, whatever.
Oh, my annoying dishwasher. They're all owned by 6 companies. Comcast, Disney, Viacom, Warner Bros, News Corp, Sony. They control what you see, what you think, and what you fear.
Then why don't they all push the same message, fat man?
Oh, my sweet vaccine-damaged aristocrat, they do. Ever notice how every channel suddenly starts using the exact same phrases? New normal? Safe and effective? Experts say it's a script, Stewie. You're being programmed.
Whoa, but at least food is different, right? I mean, McDonald's and Burger King are totally different.
Oh, son, you'll be shocked. Nestle, PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, Unilever, Mars, Kraft Heinz. They control what you eat, what's in it, and how addictive it is. You think you're picking, but you're just choosing which of their pockets to fill. Big Pharma, Pfizer, Merck, Johnson & Johnson, GSK. These guys don't make cures. Sick people equals profits. Healthy people, bad for business.
Okay, that's actually disturbing.
And here's the real kicker. These same people print money. They don't care about profit, they care about control. That's why they push woke garbage in movies, even though nobody watches it. LGBT propaganda, none of it sells, but they keep forcing it down your throat.
But why?
Because weak people don't fight back. They don't resist. They just consume, obey, and thank their overlords for the privilege.
So food, media, medicine, it's all connected?
It's all one machine, Brian. They keep you dumb, sick, and distracted so you never turn against them.
This is the first time I hate being smart.
Welcome to reality, my tiny British skeptic. Why do they need you to believe you're spinning on a ball at 1,000 miles an hour?
Wait, so we're actually spinning that fast? And I don't feel a damn thing? Either I'm built different, or someone's capping.
You think it's rocket science? It's stagecraft, pools, wires, green screens. I watch them rehearse space underwater. Same bubbles you see leaking on their live feeds.
I've seen those bubble clips, but couldn't that just be debris? Some kind of cosmic dust?
Then why do they rise up like in water? Why are astronauts in scuba gear?
Okay, that's weird, but people swear they see a curve, right?
Nikon P1000 zooms in. Ships that vanished come back. On a ball Earth, they'd be hidden behind 8 inches of curvature per mile squared, yet they're visible.
Pilots admit it themselves. They fly level. On a globe, they'd have to dip the nose every few minutes, but they don't.
Okay, but GPS, satellites, if not orbit, then what?
Ground towers, submarine cables, old infrastructure rebranded as space tech. Satellites are marketing to high trillion-dollar budgets.
Bruh, so when I see those satellite pics, it could just be stitched CGI?
Exactly. Clouds copy-pasted. Same patterns over and over. It's Photoshop, not physics.
But why this scale of deception and control?
If you think you're a speck in endless chaos, you'll never challenge the shepherds.
Exactly. They gaslit you out of your own senses. You feel stillness under your feet every second, yet you choose to believe chaos instead.
Damn. So maybe I never questioned it because they taught me not to. So the lie isn't just science. It's fairy tales for adults.
Exactly, nigga. Once you see it, you'll never again believe you're some evolved monkey flying through fake infinity on a rock spinning at thousands of miles per hour. You'll know you're on Earth. Still, grounded, designed, built by the Creator. Riddle me this. Why do the same names keep showing up? Goldberg, Bloomberg, Silverstein, Weinstein. Finance, media, politics, always the same club.
You think there's some coordinated plot?
Not a plot, a network. They don't run the world. They just own the doors.
Doors?
Who started Hollywood? Paramount, Warner, Universal, MGM. All built by one tribe, all within 15 years.
That was just the early film scene, right?
Sure. Now look who funds it. BlackRock, Vanguard, same hands behind the banks, the stocks, the media.
Okay, but that doesn't mean...
Look up who runs the ADL. Who pays David Cohen, the deputy director of the CIA?
So if I notice patterns, I'm the villain.
Only if it's the wrong pattern. You can mock Christians, Muslims, Buddha, but one group has a legal definition of blasphemy.
So why don't people talk about it?
Because they own the doors, and the locks, and the rule that says, you can't ask who owns the building.
I used to think that was just anti-Semitism.
No, it's about immunity. One group where any question equals hate. That's not equality, that's authority. They uplift their own and blacklist yours. That's not a theory, that's policy.
And the rest of us?
Mention the wrong lobby, your book deal vanishes. Your mortgage gets reviewed, your account frozen, your life erased. No headline.
Even the Epstein files?
Exactly. Every Hollywood scandal ends with rehab. Every banker scandal ends with a bonus. But question who financed the island and you vanish.
So they don't run the world.
They don't have to. They just own the gate.
And the second you pointed the gate,
You're banned from the garden.
Wait, wasn't Trump fighting the swamp? Like the people's hero?
yeah, drain the swamp. Why would Deep State let him say that?
Because slogans are free, fella. Reality isn't. Look at his life. He was the swamp.
Ow.
Epstein. Trump called him a terrific guy. Said he liked young girls. Photos with Ghislaine. Arm in arm. That's not rebellion. That's membership.
But he ran against Hillary. Didn't that prove he broke away?
Broke away? He invited the Clintons to his wedding. Fundraisers, vacations, golf buddies. You don't turn on family friends unless it's a script.
Still, he built his own empire. Self-made billionaire, right?
Self-made? Yeah. Self-made on borrowed money, fella. 6 bankruptcies, casinos in ruins, and every single time Deutsche Bank swooped in. The same bank laundering elite cash. That's not independence. That's a leash.
But The Apprentice, that made him an outsider star.
NBC gave him that show. The same media cabal he claimed to fight. They literally produced Trump the Rebel. That wasn't revolution. It was a casting call.
Okay, but he loves America.
Yeah? Then explain his own words about his daughter. The photos. That wasn't fatherly. That was initiation. The same sickness binding every one of them. Epstein, Diddy, Clinton, Trump. Different masks. Same club.
So he never actually fought them?
He never fought them. They financed him. They platformed him. They protected him.
So Trump wasn't the anti-system?
Fella, if Deep State let him sit in the White House, it's because he was already theirs. And always was. In 2017, the U.S. government admitted over 5,000 patents are locked under national security.
Wait, what kind of tech?
Free energy, wireless power, magnetic motors, anything that breaks the oil grid or ends the debt system.
Stanley Meyer's water car, dead. Henry Moray, 50 kilowatts from the air, patent vanished. Cold fusion, silenced. Magnetic motors, shelved since the 80s.
Since 1951, over 5,700 inventions were reviewed for suppression, and that's only what they admitted.
Okay, but that's just for safety, right?
Safety is the excuse. Control is the reason.
They let you invent until your invention breaks their system.
Tesla tried to build wireless power, free for all. JP Morgan pulled his funding. Why? No money. If one country broke free from energy slavery, others would follow, and the global debt economy would collapse.
So they bury it forever?
They don't destroy the tech. They lock it, patent it, hide it, then sell you the lie.
They don't kill the machine, they kill the blueprint. No matter how brilliant, your invention disappears into the vault.
Damn, I thought conspiracy theories were fake.
You still do, but you're holding a phone powered by lithium, charged by oil, and monitored by code, while thousands of better systems are buried.
They sold you a power bill and buried your birthright.
This isn't a tech blackout. It's a war on freedom, a silent war, where they don't shoot the rebels, they erase the future.
Why don't you ever take pills when you're sick?
Yeah, what's the deal? You against medicine now?
Niggas, you really trust your health to people whose entire business model depends on you staying sick?
Come on. Pharma saves lives, doesn't it?
Mutt, are you vaccinated or what? You really think they want you cured?
I mean, I just thought they were trying to help. Help who? Their stockholders?
Every time you pop a pill, someone rings a cash register. Big Pharma doesn't want healthy people. Healthy people don't pay monthly.
But these are advanced drugs, Peter. Years of science.
Science funded by who? Most pharmaceuticals are made from petrochemicals. You're not healing. You're managing symptoms with industrial waste.
Wait, like actual oil?
Yeah, refined oil turned into chemical formulas, branded as treatment, not to cure, to maintain dependence.
You're saying it's all a setup?
It's a system. In 1910, Rockefeller commissioned the Flexner Report. He shut down natural healing schools and made modern medicine a chemical empire.
So what about the FDA? Aren't they supposed to regulate all this?
FDA gets over 50% of its funding directly from the same drug companies it regulates. That's not oversight, that's pay to play. Like donating in online games just to get an advantage. Except this time, they get access to push more drugs, rake in billions in ROI, and call it healthcare. It's all rigged.
Jesus, now I understand how it works.
Believing in FDA and Big Pharma is like believing the government cares about you, when in reality, they'd milk you like a downer cow.
Okay, but at least we have options, right?
Options? Try asking your doctor about herbs. He'll laugh, because he was never trained in anything that doesn't come with a barcode.
Doctor are literally salesmen at this point.
Exactly. They're licensed drug dealers, trained in symptom suppression, why our body becomes a revenue stream.
Damn, I never thought of it like that.
That's because you were never supposed to. You were supposed to fear pain, not understand it. Supposed to obey prescriptions, not ask questions.
So what do we even do against this niggas?
Start simple. Eat clean, cut the drugs, learn your body. What you feed becomes you. And health? It's not sold. It's reclaimed and protected.
hell are the Rothschilds and Rockefellers anyway? Those are German names, right? Why do people say they're Jewish elites?
Because names don't matter when you print the money, Morty. The Rothschilds didn't just join the system, they built it.
Wait, like from scratch? With what? A money printer and a dream?
Meyer Amschel Rothschild started selling antique coins in Frankfurt, then became banker to royalty. His house had a red shield on it. Rothschild literally means that.
So it's like a medieval PayPal with vibes?
He sent 5 sons to 5 capitals: London, Paris, Naples, Vienna, Frankfurt. They weren't in banking, they were banking.
Like the Avengers of Finance?
More like the cartel of credit. They funded both sides of the Napoleonic Wars. After Waterloo, Nathan Rothschild got news before the government, used carrier pigeons, crashed the British market, then bought the country on discount.
They didn't just buy banks, they helped create the Bank of England system. And when asked about power, Nathan said, "Give me control of a nation's money. I care not who makes its laws."
Want to know the trick? They created money out of nothing, lent it with interest, and made entire nations pay them forever.
So they profit, whether you win or lose.
They built a system where every outcome feeds the lender. Debt isn't a flaw, it's the product.
By 1850, entire governments owed them their existence. There were wars they ended just by closing a credit line. Their symbol wasn't just branding, it's straight from Kabbalah. Red blood sacrifice hierarchy.
So the people who own debt don't even need to own countries?
And we're still playing on their board?
Exactly. This isn't a theory, it's banking history.
What did the Rockefellers even do? Weren't they just like oil guys?
They're not usual oil guys, Morty. John D. Rockefeller created Standard Oil, then crushed every competitor, bribed railroads, and built a monopoly.
Is that even legal?
Not anymore, because he made it illegal for others. Then when they broke up Standard Oil, he still owned all the baby companies: Exxon, Chevron, Mobil, still Rockefeller.
Okay, so he controlled energy, but like, what else?
He didn't stop at oil. He moved into medicine, funded the Flexner Report in 1910, and used it to wipe out herbalists, homeopaths, and ancient healing schools.
They called it modernization, but it was just replacing herbs with petrochemicals, refined oil, sold as cure. And guess who funded the new medical schools?
Bro weaponized sickness with branding.
So Big Pharma was born in an oil barrel?
Exactly. They didn't just heal you, they created customers for life.
Then came education. Rockefeller took over public schools. They didn't teach you truth, they taught you compliance, funded by oil money.
Like brain assembly lines?
So Rothschilds hijacked money, and Rockefellers hijacked minds and bodies?
And they did it with alchemy. Oil isn't just fuel, it's the black blood of the earth. They turned black blood into pills, power, and control. And no, oil isn't rare, it's not running out. They discover new wells every month. The scarcity is fake, the control is real.
They didn't heal you, they harvested your illness.
So the cure was the hook, and the system was the needle.
Now you're getting it. This isn't a theory, it's industrial sorcery. Let's get real. Does anyone ever ask why a perfect newborn needs a dozen shots before age 2? Why did the number of infant vaccines triple since the 80s, while rates of autism, allergies, diabetes, and asthma exploded?
But aren't these just coincidences? Isn't it genetics? Or better diagnosis? Or something?
Let's question the logic. Why give hepatitis B vaccine to get drugs and STD to babies? Why so many combo shots? Sometimes 5 to 6 diseases at once. Why did Japan and Sweden see drops in SIDS and allergies after delaying or reducing vaccine, but the US and UK doubled down? Why is there a federal fund that's paid out almost $5 billion for vaccine injuries, but you never hear about it on TV?
What about stories the media never covers? Like Hannah Poling, a healthy toddler who developed seizures and lost speech right after 9 vaccines in one day. Her parents sued. The US government admitted vaccines triggered her autism, paid millions, but doctors called it extremely rare. Are thousands of families just rare cases?
Here's what nobody asks. Why are pediatricians paid bonuses for every fully vaxxed child? Why are pharmaceutical companies protected from lawsuits? Why are some ingredients like aluminum, mercury, formaldehyde still used, even though all are neurotoxins? Why is questioning the schedule enough to get a doctor fired or banned from social media?
So what about recovery? Can we undo the damage?
Most real-life cases show heavy metals and toxins may take 5 to 10 years to clear, if ever. Neurological issues, like speech loss, tics, epilepsy, are rarely fully reversed. Some see improvements after years of therapy and clean living, but most families say, our child was never the same.
I'm not telling you what to do, but you deserve answers. Why are so many coincidences brushed off while parents are blamed, doctors are silenced, and pharma profits keep rising?
Men and women turned against each other? Why does the gender war exist? And who wins when both sides lose?
Look at the numbers. In 2024, a record 52% of U.S. women over 30 are childless. 1 in 3 young men, 18 to 29 in the U.S., had no partner in the past year. Marriage rates are the lowest in history, peaking post-pandemic. Gen Z spends more time on dating apps and OnlyFans than building real relationships. The average American now has fewer close friends than ever before. Is that progress or engineered loneliness?
Meanwhile, the love industry booms. Dating apps rake in billions selling matches that rarely last. OnlyFans is worth over $18 billion, monetizing fake intimacy for millions. Big pharma profits as prescriptions for antidepressants and anxiety meds hit all-time highs, especially among young adults.
So that's why every movie, every trend make men look dumb and women look angry. Who decided those were the only stories we see?
Media is the factory. They craft new myths to turn men and women into caricatures, never allies. Who profits? The ones who sell you the story and the fix. The script is everywhere. Masculinity is toxic. Femininity is oppression. Gender is a choice. Biology is a myth. Feminism and identity politics became weapons, not liberation. When men and women fight, the system profits. More broken homes, more lonely consumers, more distraction from who's really in control.
So what's left? Just endless fighting and scrolling?
That's the plan. Millions will die alone, defending a flag they never chose. Don't play their war. Men and women complete each other. Division is defeat.
Is it true the United States was built by Freemasons?
Not built, kid. Consecrated. Every cornerstone, every monument. Laid with ritual, not reason. They didn't found a country, they forged a temple.
Come on, temple? It's just politics and patriotism.
Then explain this. George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, John Hancock, all Freemasons. The Capitol's foundation stone was placed in a full Masonic ceremony. Robes, aprons, blessings. Even the streets of D.C. form a pentagram when seen from above. Coincidence? They called it architecture. We call it alchemy.
He's right. The Washington Monument's an obelisk. Same symbol ancient priests used to channel power to the gods.
They just replaced Ra with freedom.
So the pyramid and eye on the dollar.
A nuid coeptus. He approves of our undertakings. But who's he? The great architect, the Masonic god of order. And below it, Novus Ordo Seclorum. New order of the ages. They told you it's Latin history. It's prophecy.
But why hide it in plain sight?
Because the greatest power isn't secrecy. It's ritual everyone ignores. They call it democracy. But you only choose between symbols they designed.
Wait, so America wasn't built for freedom?
Freedom was the bait. The real project was control. Through geometry, through symbols, through belief. They copied the blueprint of Solomon's temple. Obelisks, domes, pentagrams, sacred geometry, reborn as government design.
Even the Capitol Dome, modeled after the Pantheon, the temple of all gods. A pluribus unum, out of many, one. Sounds noble, right? It's the motto of assimilation, the first draft of global unity.
So America was the prototype for a world religion?
Exactly. Not worship of God, but worship of design. The all-seeing eye isn't watching you. It's reminding you who owns the vision.
And that's still running the world today?
Look at every bank logo, every government seal. The same symbols recycled. Black cubes in courthouses, obelisks in capitals, circles within triangles.
Holy hell, it all connects. The dollar, the monuments, even the architecture.
They didn't just build a nation, Brian. They built a machine.
And the gears still turn. You just call them institutions.
So this isn't theory, it's the blueprint.
Exactly, kid. And you're living in it. You ever wonder why every major rapper sound like a broken record about death, drugs, and fake flexing?
Cause that's what's cool, right?
Nah, fella. It's conditioning. It's engineered destruction.
Here we go, conspiracy alert.
Fact alert, you dirty mutt. In 1991, a private meeting happened. Executives from record labels, investors in private prisons, and silent government liaisons. One goal, make chaos profitable.
Wait, what?
They realized the more you glorify crime, drugs, self-destruction through music, the more broken kids you create. And broken kids fill up the private prison system. More prisoners, more dollars.
That's just business, not brainwashing.
Is it? Then why did conscious rap, the stuff that empowered people, get blacklisted? Why did gangsta rap suddenly explode in the 90s with full corporate sponsorship?
Maybe it just sold better?
It sold better because they fed it non-stop. Every radio station, every award show, every top chart designed to sell a vision of life that's short, violent, and hopeless.
But some artists are independent, right?
Very few, and most of them get buried by the algorithm. You won't hear the ones telling the truth because truth doesn't sell chains or fill cells.
So what about all the self-made rappers flexing?
Flexing debt, flexing leased cars, flexing record deals that own their masters and their future. They sell rebellion, but only rebellion that leads to profit for the same system they claim to hate.
That's depressing.
It's beyond depressing, mutt. It's deliberate. Rap was weaponized to destroy a generation from inside. You think it's art? It's artillery. You think it's success? It's sabotage dressed in chains.
Then what can we even trust anymore?
Trust the ones they silence. Trust the ones who lose deals, not the ones who go platinum. Because real voices don't get sponsored by the same banks funding private prisons. They all start innocent, then they turn into demons.
Okay, whoa. You mean like literally?
Not horns and fire, but symbols, stages, rituals. They become archetypes that
You mean like Britney, Miley, Katie?
Exactly. They follow the same path. Virgin, goddess, slut loose woman, possessed.
Wait, possessed?
Not just rebellion, full inversion. From innocent girl to channeling spirits on stage. Remember when Katy Perry went from singing gospel to dressing as a witch on live TV?
So it's not just music evolution?
No, it's psychological warfare. You idolize the image and become the behavior.
So turning into a demon, it is just a marketing plan.
Exactly, and the transformation is scripted. They start as relatable, then seductive, then chaotic, then broken.
And every teen follows along.
Because when you program the idol, you program the people.
And when she breaks down on live TV?
That's the ritual's finale. Break the icon, break the mirror.
So why do they do it?
Because icons shape culture. If you hijack the symbol, you hijack the soul.
Damn. So all those meltdowns were scheduled?
Controlled collapse. They burn out on cue.
So what's the solution?
Stop worshipping idols. Start protecting the mind.
No more pop stars?
Just no more submission. Because if you follow the script, you become the role.
So the role becomes you?
And the story's no longer yours.
Man, this goes deeper than Spotify.
If you destroy the archetype, you erase the soul.
Peter, why did they hide Tesla's inventions? Why lock away something that could change the world?
Because it already did, for the wrong people. They didn't fear Tesla's light. They feared his freedom. Power without a bill.
Power without paying? That's not how the world works.
Exactly, dog boy. 1893, Tesla's AC lights the Chicago World's Fair. 1895, Niagara Falls sends AC power to cities. Edison's DC dream, finished.
So Tesla was the hero. Where did it go wrong?
1901, Wardenclyffe Tower, built on Long Island to transmit wireless power and communication through the earth and air.
And a system without meters can't be turned into rent.
Morgan realized that. Funding cut in 1903. Tower scrapped by 1906. There's a famous line people quote, where do we put the meter? Is it in his letters? No. But the paper trail shows this. When Tesla said the system couldn't be metered, the money stopped. The same banks that cut Tesla now fund your green revolution.
So they didn't kill the man, they killed the business model.
And the man with it. 1901, Marconi flashes a transatlantic signal using 17 of Tesla's patents. 1943, the U.S. Supreme Court recognizes Tesla's priority in radio after he dies. Same year, the FBI seizes his papers. Government physicist John G. Trump reviews them and says, no danger. The most dangerous thing wasn't a weapon, it was a world without dependence.
Wait, free power for everyone? Like, truly?
Call it what it was, an attack on scarcity. No cables, no meters, no gatekeepers. If energy is a right, empires of rent collapse.
That's why industries chose containment over discovery. Wires you can build, fuels you can sell, grids you can control.
So did they kill Tesla?
They didn't need a bullet, they just made sure the world would never see what free energy looked like. They starved the tower, buried the papers, and funded the alternatives. They killed the principle he proved, that power doesn't have to be a chain.
And we still pay the chain monthly.
That's the point, my nugget. They don't sell electricity. They sell permission, every plug, every charger, every grid, just a leash with voltage, a system that could have been free. But profit doesn't run on freedom.
Here's a real question. How do the funny hat people and the chosen ones end up running every big company you ever loved?
Wait, who the hell are the funny hat people? Is this another British joke?
Trust me, lapdog, everyone knows, but nobody says it out loud.
Doesn't matter if it's Disney, McDonald's, Microsoft, or Ford. The founders built them, but the funny hat people control them.
How? Did they invent anything? Or just buy a ticket to the boardroom?
They didn't build. They bought through shares, funds, advisors, and their magic proxies.
So the so-called free market is just a stage, and the chosen ones write the script?
Exactly. You think you're choosing a brand, but you're picking from the same menu owned by the same chefs.
Like, literally the same chefs? Or you're being weird again?
Look it up yourself, you dirty boy. The top shareholders of Disney, Microsoft, McDonald's, same 3 investment funds every time. Vanguard, BlackRock, State Street. Different logos, same leash.
So why does every big company suddenly push the same politics and trends, like some glitch in the Matrix?
Because when you own the votes, you own the voice. It's not about burgers, movies, or tech. It's about control.
And the whole boycott movement, just a symptom of people waking up?
Yeah, founders create value. The funny hat people extract it, twist it, and sell you the shell.
So who do we really work for?
Not for yourself, not even for your country, for the chosen one spreadsheets.
Any way out?
Stop worshiping brands. Start asking who really votes behind the curtain.
And don't say no, honey, not tonight. I need to have you next to me.
OnlyFans isn't intimacy, it's digital slavery dressed as empowerment.
Bruh, queens and bosses, right? That's what they preach.
Queens? Fella, their entries on a spreadsheet. Retention, churn, flesh reduced to metrics.
She's sassed with boobs.
So men are paying just to be side characters?
Exactly. Industrialized loneliness. Men drain energy for pixels. Women sell dignity for clicks. Both sides lose.
But some women say they control it.
Control? Half the accounts are run by agencies, digital pimps, scripts in the DMs.
Yup, managers run 50 accounts at once. It's farming.
But isn't it just work? Like modeling?
Modeling sells clothes. This sells men's life force. It's not work. It's ritual exploitation. It's a bait.
So OF is the peak of freedom.
It's the peak of perversion. The platform made $5 billion last year. And how? Each year, darker categories. Trade fetishes, violence, humiliation. It's degradation.
Like shop content pipeline, from intimacy to disgust.
Exactly. Heavy users of porn report less satisfaction in real relationships. Dopamine fried. Real intimacy collapses. Men reduced to addicts.
Whoa! Didn't I see OnlyFans ads on your page?
My old 450k page. Hackers stole it. Now, it's no longer mine. They're stealing my vids, slapping at promos, even tranny garbage, then wipe them like nothing happened.
They're using your face to sell the crap? That's so low. Millions must notice it.
Damn, sorry for that, bro.
Truth always wins regardless, and others will know. And if you feel generous, you can spread the message.
So OF isn't freedom. It's addiction wrapped as empowerment?
Exactly. Porn was the first pipeline. OF is the perfected farm. Flesh turned into profit. Spirit turned into dust.
So upstairs it's profit, downstairs it's ruined lives and generations.
It's the ledger of decay, and every click signs another soul away. Something. Why does one boxing superstar fight make more money than an entire town earns in a year?
Because they're the best. McGregor, Mayweather, Tyson, legends. People want to watch.
Exactly. People watch. McGregor makes millions for one night. Floyd did the same. Stepped into the ring with Logan Paul and still made a fortune. Jake Paul boxes retirees and cashes checks bigger than surgeons see in a lifetime.
So skill isn't the point. Attention is?
Now you're getting it. But don't get it twisted. Props to them. It's discipline. It's pressure. It's not easy work. But there is no way it's worth more than what surgeons or engineers are paid. That's bread and circuses. That's capitalism running on attention. The Coliseum is UFC, Super Bowls, Netflix drops, TikTok beefs.
But come on, it's hype. Big fights bring people together.
Here's the truth most people avoid. There's no job that pays millions a year unless it captures the attention of millions of people. That's the rule. McGregor isn't paid for punches. Mayweather isn't paid for footwork. They're paid because millions stop their lives to watch. Attention is the currency. Everything else is just a costume.
That's brutal.
4 billion people watched the last World Cup. Half the planet. Same period. Major political and economic decisions quietly moved forward. No riots. No mass debate. Everyone was busy arguing penalties.
So while Twitter fights over Messi versus Ronaldo, real power moves in silence?
Always. Look at the Super Bowl. 16 billion in bets. CEOs, hedge funds, betting platforms, all winning. Fans just scream at screens.
But it's just entertainment, right? People need an escape.
That's the psychological trap. They don't steal your money first. They steal your attention. Years, scrolling highlights, endless arguments about reps and ranking. Knowing UFC stats, Marvel timelines, Netflix plots, but not knowing yourself.
So sport is basically a religion now. Weekly rituals, jerseys like uniforms, millionaires as gods.
Exactly. Modern temples, modern priests counting pay-per-views, and believers defending idols harder than their own future.
So what's the real price?
Your time, your focus, your life decisions, made while you're distracted by someone else's fight.
So bread and circuses never disappeared. They just got faster, louder, digital.
Same game, bigger crowd, fewer people awake, and more people asleep. You want proof humans live in captivity, my nuggets? Animals in zoos develop zoocosis, pacing in circles, biting, anxiety, self-harm, depression, all from being caged, denied real space and wild instincts. Scientists call it the madness of captivity. Sound familiar?
Yeah, researchers have seen this for decades. Lock large mammals in tight spaces, and they break down mentally and live shorter lives. Swap lions for urbanites, and it's the same diagnosis. Lock up a thinking animal, give it distractions, then blame it for losing its mind.
Wait, if cities cause the same symptoms as cages, are we supposed to adapt, or is the whole thing a mistake?
Look at any office. Identical cubicles, piped-in air, coffee cooler is the new watering hole. Meetings for behavioral control. It's primate training in a box. And now 80% of city dwellers report symptoms of anxiety, depression, or burnout. Biologists call it zoochosis. Wall Street calls it a good quarter.
In labs, they hand animals treats and toys so they don't snap. In the city, Uber Eats, Netflix, TikTok, coffee refills, just digital snacks for domesticated primates. The Truman Show, but you pay rent.
And our phones? Isn't scrolling just another kind of pacing in a digital cage?
Exactly. Digital enclosures, 24/7 stimulation, no real freedom. A cage isn't just steel. It's anything that numbs your wildness.
Real zookeepers hand out food and pills to keep their specimens docile. Modern keepers serve up dopamine, screens, snacks, and side hustles.
So if we're living in boxes, medicated, fed, and kept busy, are we really alive or just data in someone's experiment?
And here's the punchline. Creatures behind bars stop fighting for more. We settle for comfort and distractions, forgetting what real life even tasted like.
That's why the walls get higher every decade, Morty. Speedrun mode enabled. More screens, more rules, less wild.
So we're not citizens. We're a collection for someone else.
Exactly. And if you figured out what kind of cage you're in, the only real question is, why are you still sitting there?